so for me, another reason why I decided to make a change is because some people actually sat me down and had a meeting with me regarding my weight. And so in this meeting regarding my weight, there was at no point in time was there something said like, hey, I have a home gym. You can come to my house. You can use my home gym. I even had a treadmill from previously, like from years ago. That treadmill was like at least 15 years old. I gave that treadmill away. You know what I'm saying? Just because you know what I'm saying? So people would have something to say about my weight, but they wouldn't give me, how do I say?
You know what?
The people would have something to say about my weight, but when it was all said and done, they was just talking. They didn't have my best interest at heart. And if the shoe fit, wear it and wear it good. You know what I'm saying? And because around these parts, this is Journey with Wendy. If you don't like it, you can unsubscribe in that order. What's up, y'all? It's your girl Wendy, and I'm back with another video. If you're new to my channel, please go ahead and consider subscribing to your girl's channel. New videos posted every Tuesday and Thursday, sometimes on Wednesdays, depending on what's going on. A1 since day one, or however long you've been here. I sure appreciate you. Know what I'm saying? Now I'm talking about already, man. It's all love. So today I am going to be officially documenting my weight loss journey with Ozempic. Ozempic. I'm gonna keep that in there too. Anyway, so I started my new weight loss journey. Well, girl, you need to go ahead and back up for the folks that don't know, because those people who have been here since keto, I want to say it was like June 2019, something like that. That's when I first did my first YouTube video, and I was going to document my journey with keto, and I did document it for the most part. I did weight loss Wednesdays, and that's where that sometimes on Wednesdays, depending on what's going on, comes from. And so I did keto successfully for, I want to say 2 months, and I lost a total of 33 pounds. And then I lost several inches. Yeah, it was great. And so the reason why I stopped keto was because my birthday was coming up, number one. And I knew that my daughter and I were going to have a joint birthday party at a hibachi / sushi restaurant. And so I said to myself, I said, girl, baby girl, we're just not going to be able to not have sushi on your birthday. So carbs are the reason why I decided to stop keto. And so keto worked good, you know what I'm saying? And even when I had church engagements or fellowships or people would have us over for dinner and stuff like that, I still stuck to keto. But it was just carbs, okay? I like rice. I like white rice. You know what I'm saying? I like sushi. And so, yeah, your girl plummeted off. So, I don't want to work out right now. That's just not something that I desire to do. And I'm, although I am heavier in weight, I'm not pre-diabetic and my cholesterol is not bad. My blood pressure is not high. I don't have any of those, side effects of being heavy, by the grace of God. Cause it's only through him as to why, you know what I'm saying? So, somebody told me about Saxenda. And it's Saxenda. So I went to my doctor and I inquired about that. So she put it in. My doctor, okay, if you know, you know. She's the real deal. So she put it in for me, and they were the pharmacy came back, and the pharmacy called me. And they asked me, oh, well, did you do the MOVE program? And the MOVE program is to help veterans get back started on their weight loss journey. It's like a whole little clinic dedicated for veterans to help those of us who need a little extra boost. That's what they specialize in. So that was like, did she do the MOVE program? Like, what has your girl been doing? And so the doctor, when the pharmacist, when he called, he was like, what have you tried? So I let him know all the stuff that I had tried before. I've tried Orlistat. I don't recommend it because if you tend to eat fatty food, because I tried that when I was deployed. And it's not like you like had a real option of what you could or like what you could eat. And that bad boy, hunty, I wouldn't recommend it. It's not, I wouldn't recommend it. So I've tried that. I've tried Fentanyl. I've tried a lot of stuff, you know what I'm saying? Because there were times where I thought that I was fat or heavier, and I like looking back on pictures, I didn't have an issue, you know what I'm saying? But it's just how the Army like had us wired, because if you curvy, you know what I'm saying, like, so I wasn't stick figure. I wasn't a stick figure. I've always been curvy. So, that played a part in my mental. And so, times where I was heavier, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's just so much, to it. So, when I went and saw my doctor in late February, because I had to get not a procedure, but, I'm on the Nexplanon IUD. And it goes in your arm, and this is what it looked like. So this is the new one. This is the old scar. That's the new scar right there. And so she took it out, and she put the new one into that part, right? To that new one that I showed you. So, and I just, like, my reasoning for being on birth control is not the reason that people think. It's not because of that. You know what I'm saying? I just, when God made me a woman, that's all I'm going to say, is when God made me a woman, okay? And so I was talking to my doctor about it. So she was like, well, there are some things that you have to do in order to be prescribed semaglutide, aka layman's terms, Ozempic. And so she told me that I need to fill out that application for the MOVE program, which was essentially like next door. So I filled it out. And then from there, she ordered it and stuff like that. So when I got, basically another pharmacist called me and was like, hey, we're going to send you out Ozempic this week. And so I said, okay, and they ship it by UPS because I live over 40 miles from my local VA facility. And so they ship it to me versus me having to sit there, let them call my number, wait in line, and child, look, that VA, honey, so it just throw me into something. Something it throws me into. So I was like, okay, cool, whatever. So I had stuff to do like the first week of March. And so I was like, well, I'll take it Thursday, March 3rd. Trying to remember the date. Thursday, March 3rd, I'll take it, after I finish doing what I got to do. And then I was like, child, you don't necessarily want to take it that late in the day because you don't know what time you're going to get done with what you got to do. So I said, okay, March 4th, I'll take it. So that's what I did. It came here. As soon as it came here, I took the recommended dosage. So essentially, let me tell you what Ozempic is first, okay? So Ozempic is a taken once a week, exactly as prescribed by your healthcare provider, along with diet and exercise to lower blood sugar. I'm not taking it for diabetic purposes. I'm taking it for weight loss. In adults with type 2 diabetes, the beginning dose is 0.25 milligrams once a week for the first 4 weeks. And so basically, what it does is it allows let me go up. So semaglutide, sold under the brand name Ozempic, among others, is an anti-diabetic medication used for the treatment of type 2 diabetes and long-term weight management. Semaglutide acts like glucagon, like peptide 1, in that it increases insulin secretion, thereby increasing sugar metabolism. So basically, it helps you to feel fuller longer. It slowly breaks down, it slowly helps break down the absorption of food. And so you feel fuller longer. So what I did was, because I knew what the starting dosage was supposed to be. It's supposed to be 0.25, right? But so the first week, that March 4th, I took the 0.25. And everything was all right. You know what I'm saying? First, hit it. Bah, 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 bah. That's what I was doing, child. Let me tell you, when it got to Tuesday, Wednesday, your girl started to get a headache. And so, hold on, I'm gonna put the side effects. So side effects are nausea, vomiting, abdominal pain, loss of appetite, diarrhea, or constipation. There are other ones. So I haven't had any of those. I haven't had any abdominal pain. I don't have those issues, but the headaches, I have had headaches. I already get headaches, you know what I'm saying? So I was trying to figure out, I was like, man, like, why does my daggone head hurt? Like, my head was like really hurting. Like, it was on, sis, if you don't lay down, your brain is going to beat about your head. You know what I'm saying? So I was like, child, I got to lay down. So I recognized that once I'm getting closer to needing an injection, my head will start hurting. And then after an injection, about 2 days after, so 2 days before and like 2 days after an injection, my head will hurt. And so I'm like, okay, I don't have any of the other side effects, so we ain't really gonna trip. But I have been doing like a little research. I can't say I've done a lot, but the little research that I've done, like other people have had like some serious, like not serious, but one lady was saying how she was having heart palpitations and stuff like that. I haven't experienced that. My only thing is headaches. Okay. And essentially, let's just call them what they are, migraines. And so I've also experienced the loss of appetite. And so I have to, remember that I have to eat. And so I'm just like, I'll be going about my day, going about my day. And then I'll be like, did you eat? Or I can have like a little, what's the little thing? It's the little liquidy, the drinkable Activia. I can have one of those, just the little one like that. I'll have one of those and it'll take me forever. Or I'll wake up and I won't be hungry. And so I'll just go, you know what I'm saying? But I mean, that was happening before. I would wake up and not be hungry. And the reason why I would wake up and not be hungry is because I done snacked all night. And so like I can go all day and not snack. But as soon as I hit the bed, baby, hot Cheetos, who? Hot Cheetos and lime, who? Chips, who? Turtles, who? We're getting it in. You know what I'm saying? And so what I have noticed is, because this is my second week on Ozempic. So the first week, you know what I'm saying, that 0.25, baby, it didn't give what it was supposed to have given. Okay. I was just like, I'm not going to be doing this for no whole month, because you're supposed to be on 0.25 for 4 weeks. Then you transition up to 0.5 for 4 weeks. Then you go to 0.1. Then it's like, from there, I can't remember what the dosage is after that, after the 1. But child, for me, I said, I'm not going to be able to do this, because it wasn't really curbing my appetite the way that I thought that it should. But I did watch, I can't remember her name, but I watched a lady here on YouTube, and she was saying how she didn't really see the real good side effects until she got to 0.1, So what I did the second week, so the first week I took it on I take it every Friday. And so I weighed myself after the first week on that Saturday, because I had given myself the second injection. So that, Saturday, I was down 5 pounds. So I started out, I got my little, hold on, let me get my little Excel spreadsheet. So my starting weight was 263. And then when I weighed myself on March 12th, I was at 258. And then on March 17th, I weighed myself and I was at 255. So that's essentially a loss of 8 pounds, something like that, within 2 weeks. And so, but a lot of people don't see those results. Like I've seen people that have been on it for like a month or 2 months, and they have only like lost like a pound a week. You know what I'm saying? So for me to have lost 8 pounds, let me, girl, do your math, child, all at college. Yeah, so for me to have lost 8 pounds in 2 weeks, baby, we must be doing something good. So my next injection is actually tomorrow, March 18th. And I decided that what I'm going to start doing is weighing myself before I weighing myself the Thursday morning before I give myself the injection on Friday. And when I weigh myself with no clothes on, and I ensure that, I go to the restroom and that I haven't eaten or drank anything. Because normally, like, what people do is like they take off like 2 pounds if you have clothes on, and depending on like, because I think the Army, they took off like 5 pounds if you had clothes on. So for me, that's what I'm gonna start doing. You know what I'm saying? And so I do know from when I was doing keto, because there was a time where like I was losing like a pound, you know what I'm saying, a week or something like that. But what I wasn't losing in weight, like I was losing in inches. So not to get so, hard on myself or whatnot. And just ensuring. And so for me, because I can only talk about my experience, I don't know anybody else that's doing Ozempic or Semaglutide. So for me, what I have noticed is that I buy those little chicken salad sandwiches. I buy the little chicken salad from Walmart. That's, the chicken salad that's gone viral. And so I'll have that with like the half sleeve of Ritz crackers. And I'll do that. So like the first week, I did notice that I was still snacking and stuff the same. But baby, I'm sorry, guys. So the second week, when I gave myself the injection, instead of going to 0.25, I just did what my doctor had written on the outside of the container. She told me to start at 0.5. So that's what I did. So I took the 0.5 and hunty it. And I don't do the injections in my stomach. I do the injections in my legs, and I rotate legs per week, right? So when I did the 0.5, I had considerably noticeable daggone results immediately. So instead of doing all that snacking at night, like it's starting to get like, because at first the snacking was like, now it's like, so I've noticed that instead of like, because it's like I'll be wanting something, and so I'll like have like a little of that something instead of like going all in. You know what I'm saying? I'll have just a little bit. Like the night before last, I had wanted some chocolate, right? Chocolate, that's my thing, okay, baby. Chai, those little 3-count packs of turtle candies. So I was like, yeah, I'm gonna smash these turtles. Semaglutide was like, baby, no, you're not. You're not gonna smash anything but that sleep. So I had one piece of daggone chocolate. One. And I know y'all like, she's talking about she had one piece of chocolate. Like, what's the big deal? That's the big deal. I had one piece of chocolate. One. Instead of having the whole sleeve, I had one. And so then the next night I was able to, finish the other 2 that were there. But it wasn't like a burning desire to have it. And I have noticed that I am fuller much longer. And I've noticed that, just increasing, because I used to drink water a lot, and I used to make sure that I stayed properly hydrated. I don't have a desire to do that. You know what I'm saying? So for me, I'm just like, hey, well, this is what we're going to do right here. So I ensure that I drink at least a bottle of water a day. And so I don't know if y'all seen my so this is the bottle of water. This is vegetable glycerin in water. You could drink it, but I don't think the side effects would work out too well for you. But I drink one of these, try to drink 2. It don't really doesn't really work out like that. And so what I started doing was like putting lime in it, because I have like these little lime packets. And so I put a lime packet in there. I prefer lemon. But in my room I have lime packets because I had bought like the flaming hot box of like Cheetos and all that stuff, the variety pack. So I use that, you know what I'm saying? And it's working pretty decently. Some days I do forget to drink water, but I have noticed that I have not been drinking soda every day. Cause your girl, like, baby, I wish I was able to do it, but your girl, I had an IV of Dr. Pepper running through my veins, honey. It was just, you know. And so, like, I'll ask my daughter, hey, you know, if you're going downstairs, can you bring me up a Dr. Pepper? And so she'll bring up a Dr. Pepper and I won't even touch it. And she'll bring up a Coke, I won't even touch it. It was like a trail of the sodas that she would bring up. So I would just, you know, either I would take them down or she would take them down and just put them back in the fridge, because at night, like, I don't have a desire to drink that stuff. You know, like, I feel fuller longer. And so for me, another reason why I decided to make a change is because some people actually sat me down and had a meeting with me regarding my weight. And so in this meeting regarding my weight, there was at no point in time was there something said like, hey, you know, I have a home gym. You can come to my house. You can use my home gym. I even had a treadmill from previously, like from years ago. That treadmill was like at least 15 years old. I gave that treadmill away. You know what I'm saying? Just because you know what I'm saying? So people would have something to say about my weight, but they wouldn't give me, how do I say? The people would have something to say about my weight, but when it was all said and done, they was just talking. They didn't have my best interest at heart. And if the shoe fit, wear it and wear it good. You know what I'm saying? And because around these parts, this is Journey with Wendy. If you don't like it, you can unsubscribe in that order. And so what I did for myself was I had already had a bike that a stationary bike that I had purchased, and the weight limit on that was 330. And so I have that. And then I bought me a Nordictrack Treadmill. I bought that and I was assembling it myself, but I just couldn't figure it out. And so at that time I had XXL nails. And so I just called the people from Amazon and they came and put the rest up. Took them 10 minutes. They just built upon what I had already did. So I have that. And then I have a e-bike. And then I also have like this little, it's not little, but I have like a weight type deal, but it deals with your own body weight. So for myself, I built myself my own home gym down there in the lab, you know what I'm saying? Because I'm like, you know what? Like, you weren't trying. So for me, when those people were talking to me about my weight and didn't have a solution to help me with my weight, like, that was more discouraging than anything, because you weren't trying to help me. You just had something to say, and I was just your vehicle to use in saying what you had to say. Like, you didn't care that my blood pressure wasn't high. You didn't care that my cholesterol wasn't high. You didn't care that I wasn't pre-diabetic or anything like that. Like, you didn't care. You just want to have something to say. And for me, I don't appreciate that, because I don't do folks like that. Like, if I see something, then we're going to come to a solution together. I'm not just going to throw you to the wolves and just be like, oh, I mentioned it, and so my hands are clean. Your hands ain't clean because you didn't help the girl when she needed help. I had to help myself. You know what I'm saying? And so that really upsets me, and it really makes me feel some kind of way, if y'all can't tell, because y'all know I don't necessarily really come on here, and I don't do that. I don't talk like this, but that really pissed me off, just truth be told. You know what I'm saying? And so now that I'm not under that toxicity, you know what I'm saying, I don't have to worry about that kind of stuff. I decided that for me and myself, the best thing to do was to get healthy, because when they was talking about it, I didn't want to hear it. They even brought up keto. I'm looking like, what you bringing up keto for? You don't even know what keto is. What are you talking about? You know, and so it's like people got so much to say about your weight loss or how they think you should look. But if you're not willing to do it for yourself, then you just going to be spinning your wheels. You know what I'm saying? And there are weight loss clinics here in California, as I'm pretty sure that there are everywhere. And I would go there and I would, because I would pay my stuff up for like 12 weeks. I would do the 12-week special, and I would go and I would get the medication and I would take the medication, but I wouldn't work out, you know? And so for me, I just, I had to make a decision. I had to decide for myself, okay, is this something that I really want to do? And so now that I have seen the results within 2 weeks, 8 pounds in 2 weeks, like people that work out and eat right, they're not losing 8 pounds in 2 weeks. You know what I'm saying? And so I don't know if you guys remember my first week on keto, I had lost 11 pounds or something. Yeah, it was 11 pounds in that first week. So to lose 8 and to not have to restrict my diet or anything like that, like this is phenomenal. But the end result for me is to not be on Ozempic, but to actually be on Saxenda. Saxenda is $1,300. It's $1,300 per injection. So the VA doesn't like to necessarily really give that initially. They want you to exhaust everything else before they start, spend $1,300 on some injection, and they don't even know if you're going to go ahead and stick to it. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, that is my 2-week update. Tomorrow is March 18th, and I will be giving myself the 3rd injection, and the needle is really, really small. I guess what I'll do for y'all, for the week coming up, what I'll do is I will, film myself giving the injection, and then we'll talk about the results from there. So maybe we'll go back to Wendy's Weight Loss Wednesday. You see, Wendy's Weight Loss Wednesday. But I'm gonna go ahead and get this video out for y'all tomorrow, so that way y'all can see what your girl is working with, what she doing. And so the camera, you know what I'm saying, from this vantage point is not all that, but hey, baby, we're making it do what it do. You know what I'm saying? I could turn it around, but I don't want to do that. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, just really excited about this Saxenda. And so they say there's nothing that's off limits with it. You don't have to, you will I don't know. Cause I was going to say you will change how you eat on it. But like I said, I have seen videos where people have been on it for 8 to 12 weeks and haven't really lost that much. So it is about what you put in your body, you know what I'm saying? And so I am going to start doing a little bit more fish and seafood, not going completely pescatarian, but making it to where I'm giving my body the best opportunity to lose the weight until I have a desire to work out, because it'll come. I just don't have it right now. So this has been Journey with Wendy. I'm me, she, her, and Wendy. New videos posted every Tuesday and Thursday, sometimes on Wednesdays, depending on what's going on. And if you have any questions, comments, or concerns, you can leave them down below or hit your girl up at journeywithwendy with an I, not a Y, at gmail.com. And if you have any questions about this, I can answer them as best as I can. You know what I'm saying? It's only, like I said, tomorrow will make 3 weeks for me. But yeah, I'll answer them as best I can. And I'm going to positively, from this point forward, keep you guys encouraged. And yeah, with that, you know what that means? That your girl is what? That your girl is a